Hello.
Judge.
Hi. You're chewing like a cow in the field. Why are you chewing gum up here?
I'm sorry. Give me a spit out.
Like I'm chewing it loud.
There you go.
That's okay. Nobody, nobody knows unless somebody tells them.
Yes, ma'am.
So let me see here.
Judge, may I?
Mhm.
There was a status report for early dismissal and discharge
Mhm.
submitted back in November.
Mhm.
At that time, Mr. Smith had not been on probation for 5 years yet.
Mhm.
And so you said to reapply at the 5-year term.
Mhm.
ADA Garahan also opposed the application at that time. He opposed it again.
Mhm.
After speaking with him, he indicates he's opposing it
Based
because
upon
of the
offense.
based on the offense. So we did resubmit last month,
Mhm.
and it was denied again. But I spoke with you, Judge,
Mhm.
and kind of gave you the background on Mr. Smith, and you said to bring him in, and you would like to speak with him.
All right. When you drug tested today, what are the results going to be?
I'll pass.
All right. So I want a UA today. He can go to felony drug court, see if they can give him a UA today. And then before we leave here, State?
Yes. This is not in here, but he's the one that I've been talking to.
Before he leaves here today, because there are Facebook posts that were in the stipulations. What does your Facebook look like now?
I don't post anything on Facebook now.
All right, let's let them see. If you have no objection, let them see your Facebook page and let's see what's in it in the last time you posted.
That's fine.
All right, so we're going to do that, do a UA, and then if all comes back clear, you're going to tell me your story about how you changed, and I'll make a decision on terminating you early.
Yes, yes,
And
ma'am.
thank you for dressing appropriately for court.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
All right. Okay. All righty. All right. So I see your smile. So everything went well?
Yes, Judge. Mr. Smith's UA was negative.
Hmm.
ADA Garahan went through his Facebook. No concerns.
Okay. So tell me about yourself. What have you been doing? What are your plans?
Actually, I have a letter. Can I read it?
Mm-hmm.
Dear Honorable Judge
All
Boyd.
right, everyone, please whisper. Okay.
Dear Honorable Judge Boyd, thank you for the opportunity to be on probation instead of time in prison. Over the course of being on probation for the last 5 years, I have learned to better my life and build a career for myself in the automotive industry. Through probation, I have learned self-control, discipline, and patience. I took things for granted and I made bad mistakes that hurt people. And I ask for your forgiveness and the forgiveness of those people. My time in the Bexar County Jail changed my life. The Lord saved me from death by putting me in the jail. That is what I believe. Through jail, I became connected with Cornerstone Church, which was the stepping stone into my faith today. The Lord motivated me to better my life. I went back to school and graduated from St. Philip's College with an associate degree of applied science in automotive technology in May of 2024. Since the beginning of school, I've worked at multiple automotive shops to gain experience and certifications. I currently work at Freedom Chevrolet, and I've been there since January of 2024. I have learned to live on my own, pay rent and utilities. I plan to go further with a relationship with God and Jesus. I have goals and dreams set for my life. I want to use my gift of working on cars to help people. who need it. And I ask you humbly consider my request for early termination so that I may move past this part of my life and show my family that I have successfully changed and completed my term of probation. Thank you, Honorable Judge Boyd, for your time and listening to me. I give God all the glory for the change in my life, and I give Jesus all the credit for being where I am today. Thank you.
Well, thank you so much. I'm so proud of you. I'm glad you were able to turn your life around. And what I can tell you is normally, I'll do early termination, but you have to show me something. You have to show me that you've changed and that you won't be back here
Yes.
for anything and that you're going to be a law-abiding citizen.
Yes, sir.
All right, probation, what has he completed?
Judge, I like to point out that he had no prior criminal history. He has maintained full-time employment as well as completing with his associate's degree. His field visits were completed. There were no issues during those field visits. There was an 11 p.m. curfew implemented upon being granted probation. He completed that with no issues. 200 community service hours were also completed. He's met all of his financial obligations, all of his UAs, with the exception of a couple of diluteds back in 2022, but all of his UAs have been negative, Judge.
And he was negative today.
He was negative today, Judge. We just think at this time, he is a good candidate for early termination.
Right. And there's no restitution, correct?
No, Judge.
All right. Well, congratulations. Here's the thing, don't go out celebrating everything that you needed, the discipline you needed to successfully complete this probation. You're still going to need that discipline in real life, because let me just tell you, you're not going to have a probation officer looking over your shoulder where you're saying, oh, if I do this, I'm going to get in trouble with probation. You're going to have to do that on your own. You understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
But what I can tell you, if there are any obstacles that come up in your way and you need some advice, if I'm here, you can still come back here and ask me, okay?
Thank you very much, Your Honor.
All right, your probation is terminated. Good luck.
Thank you so much, Your Honor. I appreciate it. And I want to say one thing, if I
Sure.
can, before I go. When I first was here, I don't know if you remember, it was in 2020. I sat in those seats over there, and it feels good today having my freedom and not having to go back to the Bexar County Jail or back to prison or in prison. And I thank you for giving me that chance of being out to see my family and to show my family that I can change. And when I was here, I told you at that time that I gave my life to God. And you had told me at that time, when I first got probation, that a lot of people, when they get out of the jail, they say they believe in God and they follow religion, but then they go right back. I wanted to prove everyone that thought that wrong. And I wanted to prove the people that thought I was going to go back to jail wrong. And so thank you.
All right, congratulations.
Yes, thank you.
Do well.
All right, I will.
All right,
Thank you.
you're welcome.
What you just witnessed wasn't just another courtroom hearing. It was a legal chess match where every word, every objection, and every decision had consequences. For nearly 20 minutes, the defendant fought back with constitutional arguments, challenged the charges, questioned the court's decisions, demanded dismissal, requested release, argued for a speedy trial, and even asked for the case to be moved. But at nearly every turn, the judge's response stayed the same. Those arguments would have to be decided through the proper legal process, not simply because they were asserted in court. Then came the moment that changed everything. After insisting on speaking for himself, the defendant ultimately requested legal assistance, and the court appointed a public defender. That single decision shifted the direction of the case and set the stage for what could become the most important hearing yet. The judge also refused to step aside despite the civil complaint filed against him, explaining that the case would continue and that the legal process would move forward as scheduled. Requests to dismiss the charges, modify bond conditions, and change venue were all denied at this stage, leaving the upcoming preliminary examination as the next major battleground. And that's where the Real story begins. Will the defendant's constitutional challenges survive once the evidence is presented? Will the prosecution prove every element of the charges? Or will this case take a completely unexpected turn when both sides finally face off with evidence instead of arguments? One hearing can change everything, and the next one could be the moment that decides the future of this entire case. If you're fascinated by real courtroom drama, legal strategy, and the moments that most people never get to see, you're in the right place. Subscribe now so you don't miss the next hearing, because this case is far from over. Drop your opinion in the comments. Who had the stronger strategy in today's hearing, the defendant or the judge? Keep the discussion respectful, back up your views with what you observed, and let's see where this case goes next. This is just the beginning. The next courtroom battle could change everything. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next courtroom showdown.